Hi, friends. Welcome to my kitchen and to my channel. Today I'd love to share with you a simple and cozy recipe for mini panettone-style muffins. Of course, these muffins aren't a traditional yeast-raised Easter bread, but not everyone has the time or energy to bake the real thing. That's when these little panettone-style cakes come to the rescue. They're soft, fluffy, aromatic, and the best part is they're quick to make and keep well. Here's what we'll need: 3 large eggs, a pinch of salt, 1 teaspoon vanilla sugar or a little vanilla extract, half a cup sugar, 1/3 cup vegetable oil, half a cup kefir or plain yogurt, 2 1/3 cups all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 2 teaspoons baking powder, 2 ounce dark chocolate, chopped, half a cup dried fruit, like raisins, dried cherries, blueberries, or cranberries, zest of 1 orange, juice of 1/2 orange. Unfortunately, I didn't catch this first part on video, but here's what to do first: soak the dried fruit and orange zest in warm orange juice. You can even add a tablespoon of something fragrant like rum or brandy for extra aroma. Let that sit for 1 to 2 hours, or overnight, if you have time. Now, in a mixing bowl, crack in your eggs, add the sugar, pinch of salt, and vanilla sugar or extract. Beat that with a mixer for about 4 to 5 minutes, until the mixture becomes light and fluffy. I'm using a stand mixer, but a handheld one works just fine. Once the eggs are fluffy, add the oil and kefir, or yogurt. They should be at room temperature. Mix gently. Then stir in your chopped chocolate and soaked dried fruit along with all the liquid. In a separate bowl, whisk together the flour, baking soda, and baking powder. I always sift the flour first. Add the dry mixture to the wet and mix thoroughly, but gently. Your batter is ready. Now it's time to fill the muffin forms. If you run out of paper liners, you can make your own using squares of parchment paper about 5 inches by 5 inches. Cut small slits halfway down each side, press the square over the bottom of a glass, and shape it with your hands. It works beautifully for homemade muffin cups. Transfer the batter to a piping bag and fill the cups about 2/3 full. I sprinkled mine with sliced almonds and a little powdered sugar on top. Bake in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes, or until golden brown. To check for doneness, insert a toothpick in the center. If it comes out dry, your muffins are done. Let them cool on a wire rack. And that's it, your mini panettone-style muffins are ready. They're wonderfully soft, airy, and aromatic, filled with the scent of vanilla, orange, and fruit. When you break one open, the texture is beautifully light and slightly stringy, just like real panettone. And the taste? Absolutely delightful. These little cakes aren't just a sweet treat, they're a warm and loving homemade dessert. Perfect for tea time, for sharing with the grandkids, or for reminiscing over a cozy cup of coffee. And best of all, they're simple to make, with no tricky ingredients. But the result feels like something from a high-end bakery. If you enjoyed this recipe, give it a thumbs up, it really means a lot to me. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more homey, comforting recipes. And tell me in the comments, have you ever tried panettone? Or do you usually bake traditional Easter bread? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much for joining me in the kitchen today. Wishing you good health, warmth in your home, and lots of little reasons to treat yourself and your loved ones. See you next time.